Check one, two, three. Okay, so right now I'm going to talk about a book called Thinking Fast and Slow by Daniel Kahneman, a Nobel Prize winning psychologist. This book explains something very important. The way we think is often irrational, biased, and emotionally driven, even when we believe we are being logical. Kahneman introduced a simple but powerful frameworks about how the human mind works. He explained that we have two systems of thinking. System 1 is fast, automatic, and emotional. It works without effort. It helps us recognize, face, react to danger, and make quick judgments. System 2 is slow, deliberate, and logical. It requires effort. It's used when we calculate numbers, analyze problems, or make careful decisions. The problem is, we rely too much on System 1, especially when making important decisions about money risk and life. One of the key ideas in the book is cognitive bias. A cognitive bias is a systematic error in thinking that affects our judgment. For example, loss aversion. Humans feel the pain of losing something much more strongly than the pleasure of gaining the same thing. This is why people panic sell when markets drop, people hold on to losing investment too long, and people fear loss more than they value opportunities. Emotion overrides logic. Another important bias is overconfidence. Most people believe they are smarter, more skilled, or more info than they actually are. In reality, the world is highly unpredictable. Success often includes a lot of luck, but our brain prefers stories where skill is the only explanation. This leads people to take risks they don't fully understand. Kahneman also talked about anchoring. Anchoring happens when we rely too heavily on the first piece of information we hear. For example, a discount looks attractive because the original price was higher. An initial salary number influences future negotiations. First impressions shape long term opinions. Even when the anchor is irrelevant, it still affects our decision. Another concept is availability bias. We judge reality based on what comes easily to mind, not what is statistically true. If we hear news about crashes, scams, or failure, we believe they are more common than they really are. Media, social networks, and viral stories distort our perception of risk. This causes unnecessary fear and poor decision making. One of the most powerful lessons in the book is this: we are bad at predicting the future. Human looks certainly, but the world doesn't work that way. We create narrative to explain past events and convince ourselves the future will follow the same pattern. This is especially dangerous in finance, business, and life planning. Kahneman also emphasized the difference between experience and memory. We don't remember experience accurately, we remember the peak moment, the ending. This affects how we judge happiness, success, and satisfaction. Sometimes we choose experience not because they are good, but because they will look good in memory. The book teaches us that thinking slowly is a skill. It requires effort to pause, question assumption, and resist emotional reaction. Good decisions don't come from instinct alone. They come from awareness, our bias, and creating systems to protect ourselves from bad judgment. In summary, thinking fast and slow teach us that our mind uses two systems, fast and slow. Fast thinking is efficient but error prone. Biases like loss aversion, overconfidence, and anchoring shape decisions. We are poor predictor of the future. Awareness is the first step to better judgment. This book don't tell us to stop trusting our intuition. It teaches us when not to trust it. If we understand how our mind works, we can make better decisions, not just with money, but with relationship, careers, and life itself. Thank you.